po, sir.
Yes, there's no problem with that.
Thank you for that,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you so much, sir. So, with that, let's start. So, ready na ta, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Sige, you will start asking.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, for our first question, we have, how do you plan your lesson based on the curriculum while considering your students' needs?
Okay, so first and foremost, I will introduce to you first. I am Ulvoda Vincent Bob. So we are cousin with Daniela Rose Barbarona. So actually, I'm not an education graduate. So probably you can see that I am just an 18 unit earner. So I am a civil engineer. I have lots of profession actually. I am a civil engineer. I am a registered master plumber. Then I am a licensed professional teacher. At the same time, I am taking Masters of Arts in Education, major in Educational Administration at Central Mindanao University. So being as a teacher, so you need to find strategies. So with that, you need to engage the students to be more interesting in terms of the lessons that you need to deliver. So uh, in the actual process, for me, I start by reviewing the curriculum standard. So in the Department of Education, then we will check the learning competencies because that's the time that the student will share their knowledge and skills after the delivery instruction. So have you ever observed that during in your practice or during your demonstration? Then
Yes, sir.
actually you're going to align them with the student abilities sa ilang interest, their learning styles. You need also to determine their learning gaps. Then also I consider their prior knowledge, of course, because there are lots of students. We have also different history or other experiences in terms of way or in terms of the way that they're going to uh, observe the lessons. Then, so I adapt strategies. So you need to adapt in terms that the student will engage your learning style or your in other words, the way you impart the knowledge or the learning style. Then activities also to make the lesson meaningful and accessible to learners. So that's how we're going to plan the curriculum while considering the students' needs.
So for our
So that's all.
second question, sir,
Yes, sir.
let's go to the second question po. Our second question is, how do you make sure you are teaching the curriculum effectively in your classroom po?
Yes. So with that, we can connect that in number one, your number one question, because I ensure also effective teaching by using varied instructional strategies. Because as a teacher, you need to be flexible enough. Then clear learning objectives. You need to set goals in terms of those learning that engage also. Then activities aligned with the curriculum, especially in the Department of Education. Then I also monitor student participation like oral recitation, short quiz, and etc. There are lots of engaging activities. Then also monitor through formative assessments, what I have said lately. Then reflect on my teaching practice to see what works best for the students. So actually, you need to find strategy good na the student will engage kanang like you think that the student na yung mga estudyante nga they are engaged with absences or they are not interested nga maabot yun ang time. So that's all for your question number 2.
Thank you for that, sir.
Excuse me, sir, I have a follow-up question. Like, how do you know if your assessment method is aligned with the curriculum standard?
Okay. So how you going to determine? You mean you determine if the kindly ask again?
How do you know if your assessment method is aligned with the curriculum standard?
Okay. So you need to actually we have objectives, right? The goal. In other words, you need to set those activities. So you need to give pre-test and the post-test. So you're going to instruct or you're going to give activities. So at the middle or at the end, you need also to give the post-test. So that's the time that you're going to determine if you hit those, kumbaga, if the objectives and also the activities, kumbaga, na-hit ba nimo sila? Or in terms of curriculum nga kuan. Sige, that's all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for that, sir. And Grizel, now for the third
Yes,
question, sir. How do you check if your students are meeting the learning goals in the curriculum?
Sige, thank you. So for that question, actually, I assess students through quizzes, performance tasks, projects. There are lots of assessment, no? So recitations and observations also. Then I also use formative assessments like quizzes or oral recitation. In other words, it could be considered exit tickets and also sit for to check understanding. Then that results help me to determine whether students are meeting the learning goals or need additional support. So that's the time we can determine if the students, kumbaga, na-absorb ba ang knowledge nga itong gi-deliver sa ilaha. Sige, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for that, sir.
Okay, good afternoon again, sir. So, our fourth question, sir, is do you ever adjust or improve the curriculum to help your students learn better and how?
Yes. So, if you're a teacher, so you are flexible enough to find strategies or you must integrate those topics that you need to discuss later. So for that, of course, I adjust the curriculum by modifying lesson pacing. So you need to find those strategies like reflective or differentiated instruction, then simplifying concepts using additional examples or integrating real life situations. Of course, you need to ask if this topic would apply their daily lives. Then I may also provide nutrition to those students engaged in absenteeism or in any other activities. Then, enrichment activities to do better address students' diverse learning while still following the required competencies. Because there are also students that they are smart but due to absenteeism, so they can't afford to do what is best for their studies. So thank you.
Thank you for that, sir. So, for our question number 5, how do your classroom experiences help you improve the way you use or understand the curriculum?
Okay, thank you for that question. So for that, so your question is how do classroom experiences help you improve the way you use or understand the curriculum? So definitely, of course, classroom experiences help me to understand which parts of the curriculum are effective, which need adjustment. So in other words, you need to find or to determine which of the parts of the curriculum, because curriculum is always, kumbaga, for this year or for another year, they are always keep changing. So you need to determine which of the best that we were going to deliver to the students. Then, of course, through daily teaching. student feedback, and assessment results. Then for that, you're going to gain insights that you're going to allow to improve lesson delivery. Then align objectives more clearly and implement the curriculum more effectively. So that's the time that that you and the student, in other words, you will going to meet in the middle, so that you're going to determine if the lesson that you have delivered is effectively also kanang na-absorb nila. So that's all.
Okay, so thank you so much, sir. So everyone, if you have any clarification or any follow-up questions, you can ask now. So in connections, okay. Aiza,
Good afternoon, sir. I'd just like to ask regarding with the curriculum making, what piece of advice or what can you share with us strategies that will help us in the future regarding making and using the curriculum in the classroom po?
Okay, so in making curriculum, guys, or maybe because curriculum is in other words, a goal or the direction of your school, or the lesson that you're going to share to the students. So for that, you're going to do, I don't know, is their experiences, their knowledge, their learning gaps, because through that, we can assemble, or we can make a curriculum that is more engaging to them. So that's all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
okay, so hi sir. So number one po, sir, you mentioned about the strategies. So as an educator po, what can you advise to us, or can you advise to us about specific strategies that we can use in the future for us po as a future educator?
Okay, for the strategies, so as a future educator, since you are an English, secondary English, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
So for that, you need to find strategies like differentiated instruction or reflective, because with that, the student, for example, grouping. So for the grouping, so since you are going to use the differentiated instruction, so for this group, they have different activities. For the other one is also, so they are not the same, but they have the same direction or same goal. So it is really more engaging.
Okay, thank you
So
so
that's
much
all.
for that, sir. Okay, so next, are there any clarification and questions? Okay, Mita.
So, sir, I have a question po. Since does the classroom realities like as a teacher affect po your planning for the content of your curriculum, since you mentioned po kanina differentiated instruction, does it affect po nga how you plan or create the content po for the curriculum to ensure that your students are engaged while you are discussing po?
Again.
Ano lang po, I just want to ask po if like the classroom realities like po like time po, your time as a teacher and also during sa class hours po affect your planning for the content of the curriculum, since we want to ensure that the students are engaged while you are discussing po the content and meet the learning goals po for that discussion.
Yes. So for the curriculum planning, since I am talking about strategies, so since for the Department of Education, in every subject we only have 45 minutes. So for that, since you're going to find strategy that is more interesting to students, so don't go away with your lessons, or don't just stay with your goal that you can integrate the lesson. Don't in other words, kanang murag di ka dapat mulayo. Stick with your goal or objectives so that the student will engage to going to participate in terms of activities.
Thank you for that, sir.
Yes, thank you.
So another question. Christine, do you have any question?
Yes. Another follow-up question po, sir. How do you make sure, sir, that it is feasible po?
Okay, again, what do you mean?
How do you make...
Feasible.
Yes, sir.
Say, pardon, please.
How do you make sure, sir, that the classroom practices or happenings inside the classroom, sir, is feasible in terms of your curriculum plan, sir?
Okay, so for that, since we're talking about curriculum planning, so actually the teacher will just implement, innovate new kumbaga, strategy in terms of delivering lessons. So in other words, since you asked about if it is feasible, so since you are a teacher, so you need to find those interesting topics or interesting strategies that the student will engage. So for example, you're going to the topic is all about mathematics. So since it's mathematics, the students are not kung may tag mathematics, the student will kumbaga they're going to say it's difficult. So for that, in order for you to determine if it is feasible, so you need to give them activities like pre-test. Then you're going to give an activities that will integrate topic. Then after that, at the middle or at the end, you're going to give the post test. Then that's the time that you can determine if it kung effective ang imong kuan kanang pag-instruct sa topic. So that's all.
Thank you for that, sir.
Sige.
Okay, so thank you, Christine. Are there any question? Okay, yes, Aiza.
Sir, kanang pwede mag-Bisaya na lang ko.
Sige.
Kuan kanang sa high school, sir ba, based from experience, dili man jud malikayan ng mga suspension sa classes or interruption sa classes tungod sa mga programs or other events sa school. So naay uban subjects na at the end of the quarter dili na gyud mahuman ang lessons based from my experience. So naka-experience na ba kayo na, sir, kung sa imong gibuhat para ma-make sure na matakaw gyud tanan topics bisag short sa time?
Yes, so naka-experience yung tanan na, di ba? Sa kay nakaaginawan mo gyud kung sa realidad sa DepEd. So for that, ang other teacher nga ilang ginahimo is they're going to give an activities that will cover the rest of the topics sa fourth reading. For example, since fourth reading, especially sa mga graduating students, katong sa mga completers, kasi sila man yun, gina-prior yun itong mga requirements na dapat at the end of this quarter, dapat mahuman. So, ang ginahimo na ko ana is, since I am not gusto yun ako nga makover yung the rest of the topic. So, instead of discussing to them, I'm going to give them activities. So, kumbaga, mag-meet lang ni ani nga time na dapat kaning activities ma-integrate yun siya. Kay dili man pwede nga after this grade nila is pag grade 10 nila for example nga kung iya sila ani nga topic so wala sila matubag. So dapat kato nga topic yun is mangita kag way nga ma-integrate to siya through activities na lang yun. So that's all.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you, Aiza. Yes, Mika.
Napo ko yung question, sir. When you create a lesson,
Sige.
content po sa curriculum, gina-assess po ninyong tayo. You mentioned po nga, you will only earn 45 minutes. So, pag magbuhat po
Yes.
ng content sa curriculum po, kay gina-inkuan po ninyo, gina-take sa inyong mind na nanila nga time po while gina-ensure nga engaging siya ay ma-absorb po sa students ang knowledge na kuan sa discussion since you mentioned said po ganiha nga ito mag-assess ni mga students through tests, sir, then yun sa nimo nga ma-sure po nga ang student kay na-meet nilang learning goals with kuan lang nga time po, sir, short period of time.
Yes, so actually sa Department of Education before, sa inyong naobserbahan is 1 hour siya, di ba?
Yes, sir.
Para for this topic, ma-deliver siya within that hour. So, gibag-o nila, gi-change nila into 45 minutes, which is sa ato ang side, murag lisod kaayo to deliver those topics na dapat ma-integrate. So, ang imong buhaton ana, you're going to, so mangita lagi ka, since teacher man lagi ta, so we need to find those engaging activities. So, kumbaga, dili na yung kamulayo ato. So, kung unsa lang yun ang possible nga makover ato nga topic, nga possible nga, for example, you're going to give an activities kani nga grupo, kani nga section. So, dapat, katong nga topic is, kumbaga, makover nyo within 45 minutes. Kay if naka sa demonstration or sa demo, possible nga within 45 minutes, katong nga topic is engaging siya. Kumbaga, nakay pagka-innovative or nakay gihimo nga nahigyod sa uban. Kumbaga, nakay mga IMs nga possible, unique yun siya. Kay we are teacher biya. So, kanang 45 minutes, imo yun lang thank you din mo nga kani nga topic is okay gani siya. So ana lang yun nasa imong mind kay gi-change naman gud nila 1 hour to 45 minutes. So that's all.
Pero sa reality po as a teacher, mag-reflect po ba nga ang student kay makaya jud po absorb ang knowledge for ana nga span sa period of time po, sir? Then if dili po, sir, unsa inyong ginabuhat, sir, para ma-ensure nga ang tanan students kay makasabot sa lukuan inyong gina-discuss?
Yes, that's the question. So as you observe, ang student yun is lahi-lahi gud siya na ay bright, na ay kanang fast learner, na ay slow, na ay mangutana sa tapad, na ay mangupya. So lahi-lahi gud siya, no? Kay napoy kanang gusto gyud nga makig-compete ani nga kuan nga dapat ihagid ni nga subject. So ang ginabuhat na mo ana since naamang gyud kuan, so sa ako ang side, ako silang ginagrupo, kumbaga katong mga bright, gina-distribute yun ako siya per group. Kaya naman to yung mga boys sa luyo nga, murag gusto lang mo, para lang present sa subject ba. So, if you are a teacher, you need to distribute those katong mga smart. So, dapat yun makuan. So, katong kuan, grupo, so during the presentation, dapat madala to sila. Kay, I will grade them as a group man. Dili siya by individual. Kay lisod magayo kato si Bright, pwede man hilaon sa katong mga slow or katong murag kuan lang. Gusto lang makatabang sa grupo. So muna akong ginabuhat in terms of kanang 45 minutes lang, no? Then that's the time you're going to give activities like pan lang, short lang siya. Like 5 to 10 items nga possible nga murag na gid sila na retain or nagid tay retention na tapos klase. So that's all.
Thank you for that, sir.
Sige.
So, another question. Going once, going twice. Wala na? So, Mika? Wala na? Aiza? Atasha? Si Joanne? Christine? Rizal? Wala na? So, I guess that's all, Sir Vince. Thank you once again. Thank you so much kayo. Kaya bisan late na, gitagaan niya pag minimo og time to share your knowledge again regarding about the rules of a teacher as curricularist. So, thank you so much, Sir Vince. So,
Yes, thank
I
you.
guess that's all. Thank you kayo.
Wait lang. Mag-pictures na ta, sir.
Ay, oo, ay, tuod. So, I request everyone to please open your camera para sa atong documentation.
Sige po. 1, 2, 3. Tig Razel, naka-off. Okay na po. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
so
sir.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good
Thank you.
evening
Thank you,
again,
Kuya
sir.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Bye, sir.
Thank
Thank you.
Panel discussion na ta?
Panel discussion.
Nag-class lagi si Daniel, no?
Si Ahiza po na good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ma'am.
Oo, sa pinakauna ni mong
nagkatawa lagi si
question.
Mika.
Kasi nag-record ka, di ba? Sige
Oo.
lang, ha?
Ay, nag-record ko.